One man in custody, 2 people hospitalized after a shooting that happened in Clarksville.
It happened late last night for sure. Kimberly Davis live at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Kimberly, how serious are these injuries?
Amy, well, both people were rushed here overnight with serious injuries at Latchchuck. They were still in serious condition. We are waiting to hear back from the Clarksville Police Department to get an update on their condition. But as you mentioned, one person is in custody, but officers are still looking for more information. This is exclusive video you'll only see here on News Channel 5 this morning when officers responded to a shooting on the 200 block of Millerstone Circle just before 10 last night in Clarksville. We're told 2 people were shot in this incident. One of the victims was a passenger in a vehicle, and the other person shot was driving a motorcycle. Officers were on the scene for hours, scouring the area for evidence. As you can see in the video, they have marked a lot of evidence there on the scene, including several shell casings. This investigation is ongoing. Now, anyone with information is asked to call Clarksville Police if you have anything that could help them in their investigation. For now, we are live at Vanderbilt University Medical Center. I'm Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.
All right, Kimberly, thank you for the update on that. Several masked men on the run after robbing a pizza delivery driver at gunpoint. News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen live at the North Precinct. Alexandra, so these guys make off with cash and they've got pizza breath, I would imagine, as well, right?
Yeah, they took 2 pizzas that this delivery guy had. And Steve, this is not the first time that this has happened. I've heard this particular place has been hit several times. Last week I was sitting in on the commander's meeting, and the South Precinct commander even talked about a Jets Pizza guy that was robbed on the south side. So that being said, these people need to be on high alert. The delivery driver had $600 on him, and police say the suspects took it all. Police met the delivery man at the Roma Pizza on Clarksville Pike this morning after the robbery occurred in North Nashville. The man was delivering pizza to a home in the 700 block of Rowan Drive when he says he was approached by those 4 suspects who not only took the cash but also 2 pizzas. They were described by the victim as young, tall, and skinny, and the 4 of them were wearing black masks. Again, if you are a delivery guy at this time, police are telling you or advising you to probably not carry a lot of cash. Reporting live in Nashville, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Thank you, Alexandra. A person robbed at gunpoint and hit over the head with a weapon is in the hospital this morning. Now, this video taken just a few hours ago at the intersection of Polk Street and Murfreesboro Pike. We're told the victim should be okay. Officers do have someone in custody that matched the suspect description, but no word on charges yet. We will bring you an update as soon as we get one from police.
And police need your help tracking down a missing teenager. 17-year-old Haley McKinney went missing late Wednesday night from the Riverside subdivision down in Columbia. She was last seen wearing black yoga pants and a blue shirt. Contact Columbia Police if you have any idea where she may be.
An old murder back in the news with 4 people facing more charges. Amy Murphy's body was found burning in a Robertson County field last February. According to the Clarksville Leaf-Chronicle, Sandra Murphy was previously charged as an accessory after the fact. But now, under a new indictment, she's accused of taking part in Amy's kidnapping and death. Kevin Foreman, Kellum Williams, and Carol Williams are also charged in that case. And a murder investigation is underway, and TBI investigators think that this evidence is key. This surveillance video appears to have been taken at an apartment complex across the street from Donnie Cooksey's residence in Cumberland City. The 51-year-old man was killed June 7th. Investigators are calling these 3 people persons of interest. If you have any information that could help authorities, call 1-800-TBI-FIND.
A high-speed chase claims the life of an innocent man in Tullahoma. A suspect slammed into the truck that 66-year-old Joe Moon was driving. Now, the pursuit began just after midnight in Manchester a couple of days ago. Coffee County deputies say that the suspect, Kaylee Hickey, and Charleston Ortega tried to ram a squad car and then took off. We're told security cameras in a nearby store seem to show the driver veering out of a lane and slamming right in to the victim's pickup truck. A man from the Germantown neighborhood just north of downtown Nashville behind bars this morning, accused of confronting a couple of people with a gun. Okay, turns out it was a pellet gun, but that doesn't matter. Metro Police tell us the 17-year-old pointed that pellet gun at a man walking his dog on 4th Avenue near Van Buren Street, and then later aimed it at a woman in her car who was at 5th and Taylor Street, again in the Germantown neighborhood. Both of those victims made off with no problem, but 2 undercover officers later stopped that teenager who admitted he was carrying a pellet gun.
And happening right now, Springfield police are looking for a man accused of using counterfeit traveler's checks at a department store. Smoky Bar News reports the same man is suspected for similar crimes in Mount Juliet, Gallatin, and in Alabama. If you've seen this guy or you know who he is, call Springfield Police, and that number is 615-384-8422.
New this morning for you, an Oak Grove man is behind bars accused of raping a teenager. The Kentucky New Era reporting Emmanuel Dennis, pictured here, used the internet to convince a girl to engage in sexual activity. They say the 40-year-old kept that victim against her will, even using her phone to send text messages to her parents, telling them she was dead. Dennis is facing 3rd-degree rape, solicitation of a minor for sexual offenses, and kidnapping charges this morning.
Representative Jeremy Durham has suspended his re-election campaign after a slew of allegations came out describing his alleged sexual misconduct.
I am suspending my campaign for re-election to the House of Representatives. I ask for your respect and your privacy for my family during this difficult time.
Durham dropped out of the race for the Williamson County seat yesterday after months of fighting rumors about his behavior. The Attorney General's report detailed sexual harassment allegations from 22 different women.
The great majority of the anonymous allegations in the AG report are either completely false or taken completely out of context. But there are a handful of interactions in there that are true.
With Durham dropping out of the race so close to the election time, his name will still be on the ballot in early voting polls today. And in the wake of the Durham scandal, sexual assault advocates are speaking out about how we as a community should respond.
What we've seen recently within our legislature has been a missed opportunity for a legislator to step up as a body and say we do not support, we do not condone sexual harassment in any way.
The Durham report shows nearly all of the women said they were afraid to come forward. Advocates say it's important to ensure employees have a way to report any harassment or abuse in confidence.
A Clarksville woman camping with her husband dies, and a lightning strike looks to be the blame. It happened at the Piney campground near the Land Between the Lakes in Stewart County. The victim's husband went into a tent, heard a huge boom as a storm was passing. He looked outside and saw his wife under a tree on the ground. It appears she was struck by lightning. Campground officials say it's important to keep updated on weather threats, and campers must take the right precautions.
Look before you go out. If there looks like there's going to be some thunderstorms, coming up, maybe you need to keep your family at home.
Stewart County officials are still waiting on a final autopsy report to determine the exact cause of that woman's death.